Hello, my gorgeous lovelies. How are you all doing today? I see that we're already starting off strong with a bunch of very lovely people already in chat. Hello to Faith. Hello, Obscurity. Hello, Looter. And Danny. Thank you so much for the wonderful subscription. Thank you so much. Today we are finally playing the Stanley Parable. Also, just making sure I put my audio on. Yes, audio is on. There's just no audio right now through the game. So, this is a game about choices and either doing what you're told or not. So, let's start the game. Have I played it before? No. Adjust the slider. There we go. Enter the current time. It is 6:31. Okay. Let's begin the game. The end is never the end is never the end. The end is never the end is never the end. Click
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Wow, that sounds boring as fuck.
Considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
To be fair, there is something to be said.
One day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Game audio up a bit?
For nearly
Sure.
an hour when he
Give me a moment.
realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, I'm playing. Let me just pause and settings. Okay, they're up as much as I can on here. So, let me up it on. Okay. Let's hope that that's a little better. Alright, so we're playing as Stanley now. And I know this is a game about choices. We can do sort of as we wish. So, chat, I want you all to vote in the poll. How good do we be? Poll is up. Go ahead, chat. Decide. How will we be this playthrough? This is a game with multiple endings and multiple playing throughs. So, I will be going through this sort of loop over and over again. Can we... I can't open the door.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What makes Stanley so great that he... Oh? Well, I see our resident punk has immediately chosen to go against what is being told to them. But
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I love the narrator in this. Well, it looks like with a 100% voting, we're going to be a very bad girl today. So we are simply... Oop, did I turn that off? What's that say? How the mighty have fallen. Interesting. Well, we are surname access. Boop. None of these doors open up.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
Why, thank you, narrator. I am a rather dense woman sometimes.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Since we are going to go full Chaos Demon.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I swear, one of these doors are gonna open. What a nice little
Yes,
lounge.
truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Well, nothing else to do here.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I do say it's very worth it. But, alright, let's continue on.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I won't. What?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, I cannot jump, so all I can do... Caution, do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Well, I'm not lying. Where does this lead? Caution, warning, do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift is $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift is $5,000. Interesting.
Look, Stanley,
Well,
I think perhaps we've got
we know
off
how
on the
this
wrong
is gonna
foot
go.
here. I'm not sure, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to
Oh
tell him
my.
what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I am powerful, thank you. Alright, let's continue again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We're still gonna go on the door
Stanley
to the
came
right.
to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright, let's continue forward from
Look,
this.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off
I'm
on the
very
wrong
curious
foot
about that
here.
one truck
I'm not
down
your
there.
enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Who did I forget?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
No.
I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her? Excuse me? Hello?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who is she? It could easily be a beautiful lover, or it could be my cat. Do they have my cat killed? Captain? Oh, I don't like the fact that there's nothing that I can see. Am I about to get jump scared? What if I simply just don't go in? It could be a boat, yes. Oh, alright, let's go in.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Who's making the light swing? Wait, can I?
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance,
I can unplug
but
the
with
phone.
Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Oh no, the fourth wall has been
I can't believe
breaking.
I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely.
Can
It's
I
you've
leave?
completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation?
No, I
Well,
really
won't have
didn't.
that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a
Ha! Now I don't have to watch your silly little video. Fine, let's continue
real
through.
person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an
Ah,
exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
I didn't think we'd be getting that
Ah,
existential.
welcome back. You may have
Where did these
noticed that this room has
forklifts...
begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
What if I just don't leave the room? What are you gonna do then, narrator? Oh yes, an absolute mindfuck alert. This game is very much one of those sorts of games. What if we just sit here? What if we just sit here and admire this beautiful telephone and these forklifts? I mean, forklifts are incredible. Wouldn't you agree? Alright, I don't have the patience. So, let's see what to do. Nope. Still don't open. Oh, and
Now
look.
that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse.
Oh, we're going to make them so
Unfortunately,
much
it
worse.
seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Oh, are you, Looter? Oh, that's lovely. Ah, fine. I guess I won't jump. Come on. Fine. Fine, fine. Let me break your reality. Just let me do a simple little reality breaking. That's all. Let me just, you know, break
Almost
break
there.
everything.
You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
The door on the left, you say?
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Oh, is that a code? 1, 2, 3, unknown. 1, 2, 3, unknown. 1, 2, 3, unknown. 4, 5, 6. Interesting. And let's go back in. Can I make it worse? No? No other choices available. Alright, I'll go through the left door. I don't have a choice right now. There. Are you happy, game?
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my
Is there a
work?
way I
don't
can
know. What's the
get
answer? What do I
up
do? What
these?
do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I
No,
have to.
no, no, no. I'm still here.
have to.
I'm still here. Don't. Oh dear. Ah. Oh. Oh dear.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever.
I am.
Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny?
A little
You just
bit.
had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to.
He might be a
understands that
little
if I say to
upset,
do
yes.
something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you?
How dare there be
You're
an
a
extra world?
child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard
Is
on
this
it.
what it's
I
like
tried
for
so hard to
other
make
DMs?
behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, we're still going to be a very bad girl and go this way.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Oh.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly
Is it just
and
going
always
to
putting the story first.
loop
I'm
me?
quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh. Oh, he doesn't even say anything this time. Did I not trigger the...
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Does he...
Behave
Wait.
exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly
He cut
and
off at
always
the
putting
hurry
the story
back.
first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my
Does he
lead and
say
you'll be fine.
cut off on a
All right.
different point?
When
If I
Stanley
do it
came to
again?
a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Okay, yep. It's going
Exactly
to
as Stanley
loop me.
would. That
So,
means choosing responsibly and always
I'll
putting the story
listen.
first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
For now.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
These doors will open eventually, I swear.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker? Let it fall up and set. Oh. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure that your slide has a slick blue graphic above the header and some bevel on the text. Draw ensure a oh. Aw, me most of all? Alright. Can I go into the broom closet? Ah, fine. Teasing me with such a thing.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Fine, I cannot go down. What a cozy little office, however. Ha! You missed, Jay-Z.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
There's still nothing else to do. For a game about choices, it's very much limiting me for what I can do.
Stanley spoke the code. Nightshark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
How much more can I break your little game?
Is there a problem?
Oh?
You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
All my years of being a dungeon master has prepared me for this time.
Fine. You're not going to do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices.
Hello,
he knows what it
Jay-Z.
means to take a story
How are you
seriously.
doing today?
If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... Stanley came to a set of two open doors. Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley,
Okay.
I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me?
I reached an
Can you hear me?
ending, apparently.
Is everything all right?
It would
Stanley, this is
seem.
important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something.
Stanley, I'm up here. You don't have to listen.
This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right.
Sorry, Leroy?
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
Oh, I think that's the
Take
ending
as
that
much time
I
as you
got.
need.
I got the sorry, Leroy ending. I guess Leroy is the narrator. Okay. Looks like it's looping again.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh,
What could
I
it
can
mean?
crouch.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You're getting your vest for wrestling? Ooh, very
When
good.
Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What if I simply stand here? Will he play through that? Let's see how long. But as I was saying before, my years of being a dungeon master has prepared me for all the little nuances that players can do when it comes to being given the choice, and you would be surprised how often they will choose to take the wrong option. Yes, I did. Hey, you all wanted me to be a bad girl. Oh, alright, let's go through the left.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
This wasn't open before. What is down here? That's not ominous at all.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
How did you get a car down here?
And in such a
I guess
competitive
this
economy,
way.
why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
Why are the
And then
lights
something
on?
occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. No. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back. The fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
We are still in the loop.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me
why is it getting red?
I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? and everything went black.
What?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Excuse me?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Well, alright then. I guess we got the dead ending? Okay. You know what?
All of his co-workers
Let's
were gone.
go back
What could
and
it
see
mean?
what happens
Stanley decided
if
to go to the
I
meeting room.
pick up
Perhaps he
the
had simply
phone.
missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The
What a
lounge
nice
was
lounge.
sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I could go that way. But no. Let's see what happens.
Stanley was so bad at following
If
directions,
I
it's incredible he
go
wasn't fired
through.
years ago.
And talk with the door.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten
Or
off on the
talk
wrong
with the
foot
telephone.
here. I'm not your
Wait.
enemy, really, I'm not.
What?
I realize that
What
investing in your
happens
trust
if-
in someone else can be
if
difficult, but the
I-
fact is that the
I'm
story has
going
been
over the
about nothing
thing.
but you all
So
this
what
time.
happens
There's someone
if
you've been neglecting, Stanley.
I were
Someone
to...
you've forgotten about.
Huh.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Well,
Huh.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something
Danger.
beautiful.
Danger everywhere.
Let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Exactly how would you prove it, mysterious voice? Oh. We got letters now.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley
Okay.
walked through the red door.
No.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
Oh.
Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, hey, look, a blue door.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well,
I do.
Don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Well, now that you're asking me to do it. Oh. How dare you?
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest.
I'm going to
looking
give that
for
a
some
good...
real critical feedback here.
I'm going to give it a 5.
You see, I knew I was
Ow.
onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh, world leaderboard. Ooh. How did someone complete the game in 2 seconds? Oh, okay. It's not real. Okay, well, let's take it easy. Let's take the wrong option
Now,
again.
would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Jump.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game.
I am just
all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands
I don't see the issue right here, good sir.
Really take notice. But of course, the message of the game
I just see a beautiful sight right here. I don't know what you're talking about.
4 hours of play to make sure it's effective. Be sure to keep notes.
I don't see anything else. What is that annoying sound? No. Nope. Burn.
You heartless bastard.
Thank you.
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Yes.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely
fire's
valuable.
gone.
Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here?
You took away the beautiful fire.
Yes.
I mean,
This
I'm not a
seems like it'll
pyromaniac.
work.
What are you
Let's
talking
give it a
about?
shot.
How dare you accuse me of that?
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about?
Isn't this
Stanley?
Firewatch?
What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a
fire
creepy man,
hatches the
spying
fire
on
hatch?
innocent civilians
Or
below
who
you
watches
from
the
up
fire
high in
watch?
your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game.
There
Stanley.
is nothing
And it seems
else to
there's even
click on.
more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Nothing to click on in here. Alright, fine, let's go outside. This window is ajar. Is there something I can do with these propane tanks? There is not. Darn. How can a window be ajar? Simple. When it's in a jam. Chat, don't you dare throw anything at me for that pun. That was wonderful.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
Ow. Ow.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
No! Ah!
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong
Oh,
directions.
can
No
I
path to
squeeze
follow.
in
You
through
can
here?
just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it.
Someone's a little
We're out
type
of the woods
A.
now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
No.
Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Well, okay. Oh, is this Rocket League?
Wonderful.
It is.
See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in.
Yay!
There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Chat, do we go for the blue or the orange goal?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here.
Chat,
Is this
quickly,
game
do we-
sports ball?
do we go in the
Stanley,
orange
I think
or
it's
the blue
sports
goal?
ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Alright, we're just going to walk into the orange goal now. Oh, we're faster now.
Are you doing it? Hold
Whee!
on. What are you doing?
Bye.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come.
Oh. Oh dear. Aww. I swear, if something comes out and chases me. I swear, I'm expecting to get jump scared. This should be a psychological horror game, not a jump scary kind of game. Oh, there's a light. There's... Alright, let's go towards it. Ow. Hello. What do we have here? Nothing that I can interact with. Cameras? Where? Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me.
I don't
Someone
need
who
you.
will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world.
Oh, is it now?
Yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Okay, well, we are going right back there. There is
All
far
of his
more to
co-workers were
explore.
gone. What could
Far
it mean?
more to
Stanley
explore.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Chat, I'm very curious.
Look, Stanley,
What would you all do if you
on
had a
wrong foot
narrator in
I'm
your
not your
head?
enemy, really, I'm not.
How
I
would
realize
you
that
all
investing
feel?
your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Let's
There's
tie
someone you've been
this
neglecting, Stanley.
just right.
Someone you've
and
forgotten about.
boop.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see?
Ta-da!
There's nothing here.
Let's
I haven't
see.
even finished building
What
this
if
section
they
of the
have the
map
voice
because
of
you were never
this
supposed to be here
narrator?
in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version.
That was a
Would you
1.
say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
And there's the scoreboard. You know what? Let's try out this third option. Where does this lead?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Let's give it about a
I nearly
3.
forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger.
Well,
you
hello,
click the button to move him
gorgeous.
back to the right, and if he reaches the
I
fire,
mean, I don't know
you
what you're
fail.
talking about.
It's a very meaningful game. All about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of daily life.
I mean,
think
fire.
The art world
I mean,
will
I'm not a
really take
pyromaniac.
notice. But of course, the
I
message of
don't
the
know
game
what
only
you're
becomes
referring
clear
to.
once you've been playing it for
At
about
all.
4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Would you be quiet? I'm trying to enjoy the crackling of the fire.
Heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's
And
over.
the fire's gone.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see.
A little sad there's no saving option. All you can do is resume
Yes.
or
This seems
restart.
like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
La da 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 da.
Ah,
We're
fascinating.
here at Fire
What do you think this
Watch.
game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Alright, let's see how far we can get before he throws up walls.
Oh no. No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
Ah,
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly
rude.
wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
Alright,
Preferably something
let's
with
try
walls.
to drop
Something
again.
with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
And we go right to the orange gold.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Whee!
Hold on. What are you doing?
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Ah, quiet. Well, I think any path I go will just drop me further again. See, oh, yep, there we go. And down I fall. Okay, nothing this way. Let's spend some more time quickly trying to figure out everything. Well, this just leads me back to this room. Oh. And it cut
I
out
wonder what
again.
he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
Yada
He'll
yada
understand
yada.
soon what I was trying to tell him.
Let's begin the game again, shall we?
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Hum, hum, hum.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this,
let's
but
try
I
making
really
some
do want to help
different
you, to show you
choices.
something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
You know what?
Give me a
Let's
chance.
see what happens
Now
if we
listen
do
carefully,
take
this is important.
the red
Stanley
door.
walked through the red door.
I mean, obviously not at first.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
Going in a
Don't
circle.
you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think,
I don't like how he said stop
here.
there.
Let me show you.
We'll take this one.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Ow. Okay, I can't go off the path. What?
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment,
Hey,
with
look,
this
a way to
place,
leave.
Stanley, no, wait. Where are you going?
Bye.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Alright. But are there any other choices? I mean, you're not really convincing me to not. Okay, maybe I'll go. Oh, this is very beautiful.
Good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you. No! What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here. You heard me before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through
thank
to
you for the hydration check. Ah, delicious. Okay, let's back out again. Maybe we'll do it we'll see if he says anything else. And then maybe we'll try it a third time.
You are going to stay here, aren't you?
No, I'm really not. At least not now. After all, it's the whole being dead thing. Geronimo.
No! Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
What you were before? I'm very curious, but Geronimo.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
No.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know
I walk
anymore.
even slower each
I just
time.
wanted us to get along. But I guess
All
that
right,
was
let's
you
try
actually
going back
want
to the
stay
nice room.
alive. Or are you just teasing me? I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
And we're going back. I walk so slowly. Which is weird, because I don't even have feet. I'm just like a floating little me character. You know, if you read too deep into the subtext, there's a bit of a, you read too deep into the subtext here, there's a bit of a, abusive relationship. And, ow. Ow. Jay-Z, how dare you? Fine, you want to see me hurt so bad, Jay-Z? Then I'll do it.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Oh, wait, was the telephone ringing before?
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
That wasn't there before, was it? So we're getting a shipment of cardboard boxes? Also, the narrator's not saying anything.
When Stanley came to a set of two
there he
open
is.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, I think we've teased him long enough.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh? These didn't open before. Why is that person holding a panda at gunpoint? Business strategy? What business strategy is this? Let's go upwards. Up. Is that paper glowing? How upwards are we going? My goodness. This is a long elevator. What happens if I press... Oh? This is the same room that I was in before. Does up not do anything? I think that just leads me into the music. Okay, so if that's what up does, what about down? Where will down lead me? Nope. Okay, that is an elevator that goes absolutely nowhere. Alright, fine. Let's continue on. This is not the same room as before.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Ooh,
What he could not
pad.
have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Nailed it.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Let's see what's back here. Down we go. And where are you leading us? Oh,
Descending
it says
deeper into the
loading.
building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh dear. Wait, what happens if I... Oh, I can go
Whoops.
back up.
Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Okay. Is there anything different?
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow! I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
There's probably other codes that I can put in, but I unfortunately don't know them off the top of my head. Alright, fine. We'll head back down. I did try 6969, and nothing happened.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
Truly, it's a gift.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
Boop.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator.
Hooray!
I can't even begin to
Elevator.
grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
And let's look through why it's the boss's office again. What? Where did that music come?
It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this. Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process.
Do you?
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Darn. Alright, back down we go.
Of course.
Boop.
Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
You know, I would love a D&D campaign where everyone's just kind of fighting with the narrator, like this. And let's head back up. Anything else you want to say? Narrator.
You know what?
Oh?
I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony
Very
of waiting
true,
and
JC.
anticipating
But
and having to
imagine
guess, that's
a
the
DM
real
who
thrill.
speaks
Oh, I simply
like
don't want to let that
this,
feeling
like-
go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
like the
There we go.
narrator from
Isn't
this
this
game.
so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in
I don't
their
like where you're
faces
going
from
with
the very
this.
moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation
I
of
don't
the
like where you're
story,
going
the
with this.
characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises? To have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and
I am
different.
honestly
it's not like anything
expecting
else out there. You see,
that
I want
I'm just going to
stories that
see a
surprise me,
creature
Stanley.
at
I want
some
to have to
point.
think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such
Ow.
unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley.
I swear,
because
I'm going
you're
to
not
just
afraid
see
to spit in
a
the face
unexplained
of tradition.
creature,
You're a role model,
and it's
you know.
never going to be
People
brought
look
up
up to
again.
you, which is why
The
though I
narrator
didn't know
isn't
when
going to say
spring this on you,
anything
but,
about
well,
it.
I've
This is
gathered
going to be
little
a
press
secretly
conference for you, so that you can talk about your
horrifying
work and your
scene.
storytelling and your life.
Some unknown
Yes, I know
creature,
you're not much
whatever,
for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean
and
a lot
it's
to the
going
people
to
who have
just
been
be like,
following you
oh,
from the beginning.
by the
They
way,
really look
that's
up to you,
here with
Stanley.
you.
I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here.
This is different.
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
All eyes on Stanley. Blythe, the guy who went to Mars, how he did it, the pyramids, and the world's healthiest human being, all tricks revealed. The secret ingredient is drugs.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
An evening with the world peace, baby. Well, I can't take any other entrances or exits. Alright, let's go through the door.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry.
An audience with
You'll
the
do
dude
great.
who came
Just
up
be
with
yourself
pizza.
and speak from the
Ah.
heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley.
That's amazing.
Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
Well, let's continue on, shall we? Hello, adoring fans. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, game. You didn't even let me have my little moment to shine. Ah, I see how it is. Well, this has been the Stanley Parable. For now, at least. There is certainly a lot more to do. But that will have to wait for another time. Did you all enjoy this? Faith enjoyed it a lot. Good. Ow. Thank you, Jay-Z. Did you enjoy it? It was certainly weird and wild and very fun. And it was fun to watch? Good. Good. Perhaps I shall do more of it next week. There are plenty more choices to make. And a Pokeball of enjoyment. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, I am so glad that you all enjoyed. Thank you everybody so much for watching. This has been a lovely stream. If you like what you saw, consider following, subscribing, and telling a friend. Every little bit helps. My next stream is tomorrow. I will be trying to play through Pokemon Infinite Fusion, so I hope to see you all there. In the meantime, feel free to check out my past streams over on YouTube, check out my short forms on TikTok, and join me and the other buns over on the Cinnamon Bakery Discord. There you can find schedules, discussions, and info about how to support me and a growing group of other awesome VTubers. Links will be in the chat now. And I would save, but there is no saving option. The game autosaves. Links are in the chat and on my profile page. I hope to see you all there. Until next time, be safe, stay lovely. Fittingly so, make good choices or don't. And I will see you lovely folks next time. Sayonara.